Good evening, everybody. You can look in wonderment at those paintings. They are incredible. And if you've always wanted to be able to paint, then we are at the right moment at the right time, because we've got Matthew Palmer with us. Hello, Matthew. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Not bad at all.
Great to have your company. Great to have a one-day special with you as well.
Yeah, I always look forward to these. It's been a while. It
has been a while.
I think it was August.
This is part of our Get Arty event.
Yes.
So we're very excited about that for a couple of reasons. One is that everyone who's a Freedom member, you've got Freedom prices on everything. And number two, if you buy anything throughout the show, you're in to win a fabulous prize. So you go into a prize draw. Let's just tell you about this first of all. You can win 36 hours of Matthew Palmer. Now there's a prize to be won. What is this, Matthew?
This is a television show that I used to present on Sky TV called A Splash of Pain, and the entire 3 seasons of that have been put together for the first time onto a DVD.
Really?
And each one of these DVD packs has got 4 discs in, so there's over 30 hours worth of footage here, folks. And this is a fantastic prize. There is 36 tutorials. There's out and about in there. We're talking about how paint's made. It's a lovely thing. It really
Fantastic. Well, you're going to get a chance to win this if you buy something throughout the show, and that could be the one-day special. That's what we've got for you, and there's a Freedom price on there as well. As a Freedom member, you're saving £15.64. It's incredible value for money. We're going to go through all the different elements for you, but it's £31.96, and your item number's 380489. So, Matthew, let's talk about this, because this looks an incredible deal.
You know, this is a lovely time of year for thinking about painting greetings cards and snow scenes, that kind of thing. So what we've put together here is, for the first time actually, this is my first DVD that is actually features 2 discs in one. It's a double pack. There is over 3 hours of watercolour tuition here, all focused around my favourite subject, which is snow.
Yes.
I love snow scenes. And the 3 paintings that we can see on the stand here, just at the side of the DVD, is actually the 3 paintings that were painted on the DVD. So first of all, we've got this picture here, which will get you started. It'll get you into watercolours. This nice kind of winter landscape here. Then it goes into this wonderful, beautiful watercolour greetings card, which is this gorgeous woodland scene. One of my favourite pictures of recent times. I love the contrast from the dark trees into the crisp white snow. And also there's this one here that's on for well over 2 hours, and this is the picture of Ashness in Cumbria. So you've got well over 3 hours of watercolour tuition on this DVD, and that's just one thing from the one-day special.
Wow.
It's packed, it really is.
Now, we're also getting lots of different elements, of course, to help us on our journey, learning to paint with watercolours, and also to create some wonderful cards as well. So what else have we got in the deal?
So we have got a 5-pack cotton watercolour greeting card kit. Now, if we take a look at this greeting card, if I bring it in to the side here, just to show you can see here that this is the painting that was done on the DVD, and it's got these professional bevel cut mounts. You get 5 of those, you get 5 sheets of pure cotton. This is 100% cotton paper, and all the ingredients for making up these wonderful greeting cards. You get the blank paper, you get the little foam pads to stick it, you get the mounts, you get the envelopes, and you get the pre-scored thick card as well. It's a wonderful gift for somebody. It's a nice, manageable size as well for watercolours. And you get 5 of those, and of course you can use both sides.
Yes.
Because it's pure cotton, and this is the premium paper that we have all the time.
Yes.
This is really good stuff. We've also got 3 tubes of Matthew Palmer's natural watercolour paint. Now, for those people that know a little bit about my colours, these are the colours that are designed to replicate things in nature.
Okay.
So, for example, natural yellow light is a gorgeous, vibrant yellow, perfect for skies, mixing greens, that kind of thing, a beautiful colour. Natural brown, which is perfect for the winter trees, foliage, fence post, detail, that kind of thing. And the perfect colour for the shadows on a snow scene, which is designed for that reason, and that is natural violet. It's also the perfect colour for bluebells. Bit of a contrast there. We're going from snow to bluebells, but you get 3 pre-mixed colours of watercolour designed straight from the tube to make easy painting. And finally, there's one more item.
Yes.
This is a cracking value kit, folks. It really is. we have given you a Matthew Palmer tree and texture brush, which is how we create these stipple effects you can see on the tree just to the side there. So a wonderful kit for someone that's starting out in watercolours, or maybe someone that's, you know, had a go before and wants to add a bit extra to the palette. It's a beautiful kit.
I think it really is. And of course, you know, one of the major questions is what kind of brush do I use? What kind of paint? What's the right paper? We've got everything here. So when you get this home and you get it out and you start to learn and you start to create, you've got exactly the right tools for the trade, so that disappointment won't be there. You'll be elevated to those new heights in watercolouring. And of course, you will go through the different stages in the DVD. It's an incredible price, saving £10 at £37.60, but as a Freedom member, as part of the Get Arty event, all of our items have a Freedom price on. It's £31.96. That includes your P&P. It's an amazing deal. The DVD, let's just take a look at that, Matthew, if we can, creating that greeting card.
So you can see I'm using a craft knife there, and I've finished the background, and I'm just putting a little bit of snow that's settled on the top of the gateway there, and a simple technique, and that's just one of the many. I mean, if you think there's over 3 hours of footage on this on 2 discs, that's a cracking, it's like having a home course.
I love the shadow that you've got on there as well on the snow.
Natural violet. That picture's made up from 2 colours, natural violet, which is in the one day special, and natural brown, which is in the one day special.
Just 2?
That's all you need.
Wow.
Of course, because watercolour is diluted down, it allows you to control how thick, how thin the colour is. Absolutely spot on, it really is.
That is amazing.
And there's the tree.
I really do like this. Now, what you're looking at there is the greeting card size, but of course, when you get this home, when you're learning to paint, you could actually increase that in size, which is exactly what we've got here. If we just lift this one up, that's the greeting card size, but you can make it even bigger, and you can see, isn't that amazing?
So that's the same picture, just with a little bit of a few tweaks, you know, here and there. But if you compare the 2 together, you can see there. These are the greeting cards kit, and if anybody's purchased one of the watercolour packs in the past from us here on Hochanda, why not transfer it? But at the same time, why don't you take one of the other 2 lessons that's on the disc, the Ashness Bridge, or maybe even just the 30-minute watercolour project there, this one here, and then transfer that. You know, these things work that way as well.
Yeah, they do.
In fact, I've got a few examples here.
Can we have a look?
Of greetings cards, actually, what I've done. Different versions, and any painting works nice this size here. And it's not just the snow scenes here, there's all sorts of different variations we've got. So a nice sort of festive one there with the tree.
It's a lovely idea, because it's not just a card, it then becomes a gift.
Yeah, actually you can frame this, because how much does it cost to have a bevel mount cut at a framing shop?
Oh, it can be expensive, especially when we're talking about the quality that you're getting here, and it really does finish that artwork off perfectly. That is beautiful. As a card, you could add a sentiment on the inside, and then of course somebody will be able to put that onto their walls when they get it home. But it is about the use of light that's very important in a painting.
And for the people that have watched my shows in the past, because we've been here for well over 3 years, I think, on Hochanda, if not longer, to be honest. It sort of flies by, really. But, you know, we have done a lot of lessons on here.
Yeah.
Any picture that I've painted here with you guys, or you've been to a workshop to do, or a holiday or something, you can put on a greetings card, you know. Yeah. And snow scenes, without question, are my favourite subject. And people that I teach know that. That was Australia. I love painting snow scenes, I really do.
Yeah, and, well, you are remarkable. I mean, that is incredible. Absolutely love that. And the use of light and the different paints on there to get that effect. And that's something we will be talking about in the show. And we've got some great products for you as well. This is your one-day special. Well over 10% of the stock gone already. 380489. Maybe you want to take your watercolouring to the next level. Maybe it's a new hobby, something you want to start to build and develop. This is a great place to start, it really is. And as part of our Get Arty event, if you buy the one-day special or anything else in the show, you've got a chance of winning over 30 hours of Matthew Palmer, a fabulous television series that has now been put onto DVD, so you can watch this at home. That's your one-day special, but we do have other items in the show for you. So let's move on and have a look at the other items, because you might want to add those to your basket along with your one-day special. Now let's talk about the palette, because
Yes.
it's important, isn't it?
It is. So this is my own design of palette, folks, and this is something that I wanted to do for years. I wanted to make my own palette because we all have special needs with our craft and art, don't we? So I wanted something that works for me. And of course, if it works for me, it probably works for people that I'm teaching as well. And it's proven to be very popular. So first of all, it's called an easy clean palette because there's no corners. There's not a single corner for paint to get jammed in.
I see, yes.
Simple logic. But also, you can see on the screen there just how glossy and shiny that is.
Yeah, you can.
But if I turn it round very quickly, you can see it's not on the other side. Now that tells us that the face of it has got a silicone coating, which means it's like a non-stick frying pan. It's dead easy to clean and to wipe away the colour. You've got this blending section where you can draw the colours and mix them. You've got bags of mixing space. This area here is designed for squirting the colour, and you can leave it there because watercolour never goes off, never goes off. Just add water. You can have a blob of paint there that's been in there for 10 years, it'll still work.
Wow.
It never goes off.
Do you know something else I noticed as well when we turn that around, if I may? On the back, you can see, if we just cut the light, you've got little tiny little nodules on there.
Yes.
Now that is so that, the little feet, so it stands perfectly. Even that, the detail, that's quality that you're getting. £10.19 as a Freedom member. It is the easy to clean palette, and it has been designed by Matthew Palmer. Just a heads up, we always are very, very busy whenever we bring the palettes in, because it is an essential. It's an essential tool. Yeah.
Absolutely.
936824 is your item number. Now we've got a really good bundle for you next, and this is going to enhance how we put together those snow scenes. And why is that, and what is it?
So I love this kit, and I want to call this a special effects kit, I think.
Okay.
Because what you've got here, folks, is a pack of 5 palette knives, which is great for doing trees and scraping branches, and we'll see those in action very shortly when we do some demos. So a lovely kit. Now, plastic palette knives are way better than metal because
why?
Because it doesn't scar the paper, and the flexibility of that tip is perfect for watercolour. It really is.
Yeah.
Now, if that was metal, that would obviously crease and bend.
Interesting.
So plastic palette knives are not a compromise. This is what you want, seriously. But then we've got a pack of 5 natural sponges, random sizes here, and we can see that we can use these for stippling trees and for washing off. You can remove colour with a sponge. You can take a natural sponge and you can soak it, and you can completely remove the entire piece of paper, let it dry and start again, because watercolour's like that. So you get 5 of those. Then we've got masking fluid. Now masking fluid is interesting. It's blue mask, which means you can see where you stick it. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
And most masking fluids are yellow or white, so you can't see where you've stuck it.
Okay.
Now, an example of masking fluid would be something like this here. If I wanted to protect these tops of this church, or I wanted to protect the snow that's on the branches here and keep it white, because white is the colour of the paper.
Yes.
Masking fluid goes on first, and we've even got a masking fluid pen, which is quite unique, and that's this thing here.
Wow, so you put the masking fluid in there?
It allows you to draw, again we'll see this in action, it allows you to draw this, okay? So you can draw these fine lines with the fluid and it doesn't ruin brushes.
Oh,
okay?
that is fabulous.
That's included. And finally, can we see how this paper's got a bit of a sparkle? Can we see a little bit of a sparkle there? Now that is probably my favourite product of all time for watercolours. It's the schminky like sneezing, Aqua Shine.
Schminky.
And in this example, I've mixed it with the water.
Yeah.
I put a capful with the water before I start painting, so it's everywhere. It's in the snow, it's in the sky, it's in the entire picture. And I'll give it a wiggle, you can see look at that, beautiful.
Oh yes, look at that.
Look at the trees.
Oh, that is gorgeous. And that's what snow does.
Absolutely.
When it captures the light, whether it's at night time, in the day, in the afternoon. And that's what you're going to recreate with this particular kit.
Nighttime in Manchester, seriously. This is Manchester Central Library here. On a wet evening, this here, can we see where
that is
Aqua
gorgeous.
Shine was painted on afterwards to get that wet street?
Now the Aqua Shine that's put on there, is that clear, so that goes on any colour?
It is, it's clear.
Wow.
So it it goes on, and it's made from gum arabic, so we know it's quality.
Yeah.
And the gum arabic dries and disappears, and it becomes part of your watercolour.
That is, I love that.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Who would have thought a dreary night in Manchester would look so romantic and lovely?
There's a bit of art everywhere you look.
There certainly is.
And I'll just quickly show this one, because this one is actually very apt at the minute with the conkers and everything.
Yes.
This is using the sponges. This is the sponges here. So
is it?
These sponges, yeah. So a natural sponge is a great way of creating texture, stippling texture.
Oh my word!
You know.
Yes, look at the map.
And can you see the leaf shapes, like here?
Yes.
That was a physical leaf from the floor down on the paper, and I stippled around the leaf to make it look like that. It's like something you do at school, but it works. It works perfect. So natural sponge is great for that, really are.
Yeah, it certainly is.
So a gorgeous little kit, beautiful kit.
It is. If you do want to get hold of it, as a Freedom member, you're saving £7.36. It's just £19.09. Treat yourself today. You're getting a lot in that kit. 176948. Now, we do have some colours for you on the show. And, of course, because we've got Matthew here, he can take you through the colours. It's a pick and mix, and it means you can choose any 3 of these, and you also get the schminky
granulation spray.
Yeah. Now, what's the difference between the granulation spray and the schminky?
Aqua shine.
See, I have to say it now like I'm sneezing
schminky.
now. Schminky.
That's what I do. Schminky. So if you look at this here again, back to this picture. This effect here was the granulation spray. So while the paint was a bit wet, I just sprayed it in the air and let it settle. Okay. It's like an alcohol bait, but don't drink it. It's like an alcohol-based spray that causes your paint to separate just before it's drying, and it creates falling snow effects. It's an experimentational thing.
When you look
really
at it, when we were close on there, they actually look like snowflakes falling.
Absolutely.
That is
good
gorgeous.
Stuff, isn't it?
It really is. So you get to choose any 3 colours. £25.95, saving £5. But of course, as a Freedom member, as part of the Get Arty event, it gets even better. There you go, £23.34. So it really is a great deal, and that works out to be just under £8 a piece, which is excellent value for money. Which 3 colours for a beginner would you choose, Matthew?
Okay, so if you've never really painted before and you're just starting out, the 3 that is in the one-day special is great, because you can do winter scenes, bluebells, you can do skies, you can do sunsets.
And that's those 3 there?
Absolutely, so that's violet, brown and yellow light. We can actually just see as well, actually, just at the side of the screen there, can you see silver?
Yes, I can.
Now, for the first time we've included these 2 colours in the pick and mix, and this painting here, which I'm just going to hold just above, shows silver in use actually, and you can just kind of see it at the bottom there. Can you see the metallic?
That is beautiful.
So that's really effective as well.
It really is.
So a lovely one. It's also been used in this one as well. If I hold this one just to the side, you can see I've used the silver, and can you see that kind of sort of metallic? I've used it in the moon as well there to get that sort of moonlit sort of night. So the metallic colours that are there too, you've got silver and pearl. Now the pearl is transparent, so you can paint it over the top.
Yes.
A little bit like you can aqua shine, but it's not quite as sparkly as aqua shine, but it's there for you.
So choose any 3. If you want more, then the price will change accordingly. Now, I know winter is on the way and we get cold and it's not very nice, but as soon as I'm with Matthew and as soon as I see his paintings, I can't wait for it to snow. I can't wait for it to snow because
Snow's gorgeous.
Yeah, it really, really is. Now, if you want to become a member of the SAA, then you can do, and you can do that by following a link on our website. It's a great way to become a member, and you can add that to your basket, but then you'll be taken to the SAA's website. Don't add it to your basket there, head on down, and then you'll see the link. So go to the website, have a look at the information, don't add it to your basket, go down to the link, and if you want to, that will take you to the SAA website and you'll be able to become a member, and then you'll be able to get all the benefits and all the information. Oh, is that a free case when you join the SAA?
Yeah, it's a great little offer, so it's a free artist carry case. Is it worth £27? It's £27.49, there you go. So if you join today, folks, via the Hochanda website, that's the only way you're going to get that, as well as your normal benefits and membership, which is the paint magazine comes straight to your door. They've recently added video on demand as well. Now, I've got nearly 40 hours worth of step-by-step tuition on the SAA membership video on demand, which you get as a member. So as a member, you get access to that as well. You get a membership card, you get massive discounts on products as well, and you just get a load of stuff there, folks. You really do. You even get a £5 gift voucher to spend on the shop when you join as well. So it's a lovely little thing. It's a great day to join, and of course, because Christmas is on the horizon, you can join as a gift for somebody as well.
That's a good idea. Right, we're at the demo. Let's go back to the one-day special. 20% of the stock has gone. 20% of the stock has gone. Let's see how we can actually put that into practice.
So what we're going to do is we're going to paint a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Ooh. And there it is, done.
Perfect.
Is it time for a coffee? We'll see you later. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're off.
Very good. I like that.
We'll do that again, shall we?
Yeah. Very good.
Come back, please. Right, okay. So this board, this is probably as old as me, I reckon. 24. So you. I
was thinking at least 18.
At least 18. So you can see it's been well used.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of cardboard at the end of the day. It's actually the back of an old sketchbook from when I was a teenager.
Aww.
There's nothing rude wrote on it, so that's good.
Double check.
At least not on this side.
Okay.
So I've stuck it down on 4 sides with masking tape.
Yeah.
Just any old masking tape will do. You don't have to do that, but I always think it's nice to do that, you know, because it keeps it tight, it keeps it firm.
Yep.
It's cotton paper, it stays nice and tight, and it's a good thing to do. Now, as far as snow scenes, I mean, snow is my favourite subject, and I can promise you that. So it was a privilege to do this kit, really. I want to mask off an area, okay? Now, obviously, I could use masking fluid for this. We've got it there.
Yep.
But because I want a relatively clean edge, I'm going to use some of the masking tape as well. So it's a good idea to get the stickiness out of this. So it's warm in the studio today. We'll take some of the moisture from the brow. And we'll pop this up here from this corner. And we'll bend it. I'll tell you what, let's go a little bit higher now, actually. So we'll take it a bit higher, then we'll sort of bend it over. Now I've got a gap there, which is not good. Call yourself a professional. So we'll take another little bit of masking tape there.
Your measurements were out. There you go.
They normally are. We'll pop that little bit just there. Perfect. Now, I'm going to go straight in and use the masking fluid here, which is the blue mask.
Okay.
Gentle shake, okay? I'm going to take the lid off of this one, and I'm going to use the tool that comes with it.
And when you say fluid, it really is fluid. It's
it is,
just like water.
It's a water-based fluid, this one. It's a lot easier to clean than some of the other ones. So it's a lovely little kit, this, folks. It's the special effects kit, you know, it really is. I love this one, I really do. So I'm going to pop this in there, and if you look at this, can you see it holds it between the metal? Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right.
So you don't need to load it into a reservoir or anything like that, you just poke it in?
You can alter the width. You can alter the width of the gap at the end, you know? So you can see how wide you want it to be, really. And basically point it down. Now I want a few branches coming down, so I'm going to put some over here. Drawing, can you see I'm drawing down?
Yeah, you can see it because it's blue.
That's the big advantage of this, it really is. And I'm not destroying any brushes or anything by doing this. And because it's water-based, if it goes in the water pot, it's not going to damage anything.
Okay. And why are we using the masking?
Because on a snow scene, I want to keep these branches of this tree coming down. I want to keep it white.
Okay.
So that'll give me like a wintry branch.
And the white is the paper?
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, I am learning.
Absolutely. Now over this side, I'm going to pop in some lines. Random lines. And a little bit coming down there, and a little bit coming down there. And I'm sure you can work out what that's going to be, can't you?
A gate.
It's going to be a little gateway.
Yeah.
Used to be a co-op at one time.
Did it?
Is that right? Gateway used to be a supermarket, didn't it? Or is that just me saying that?
No, Gateway. Yeah, it's also
Gateway.
a school in Leicestershire.
Is it? Summerfield, that's another one.
I think there was Gateways, yeah. Summerfield, and then Bludgeons, or well, I call it
Someone
Bludgeons.
needs to email in and tell us, don't they?
Yeah. Bludgeons, that's it, not Bludgeons. You don't want to go to that supermarket, only on Halloween.
I want to clean that in the water. It's a stainless steel thing, so it won't rust.
Great.
And also, it doesn't affect the water. Okay. You can use the same water as you did. Just don't drink it, will you?
No, don't drink your
Top
water.
tip.
Yes.
Don't drink the water you're painting with. Now that needs a couple of seconds to dry, but only a couple of seconds.
Okay.
And by the time I've done this bit here, that'll be dry. So I can literally go straight into that, okay?
Now you're using your palette?
Yes, we can see that, can't we?
Yeah,
So I've squirted some of the colours. So these 3 colours here are the colours from the one day special. So yellow light,
yes,
brown and violet. This is a couple of other colours from the pick and mix. This one's natural green and natural orange. But I want to focus the effort on the one day special colours first of all. Okay.
The palette is available if you want to get it. £10 and 19 pence if you are a Freedom member, so it's a great price. As part of our Get Arty event, anyone who is a Freedom member, you've got extra discount. Well, you've got discount as a Freedom member. So it might be an idea to become a Freedom member to take advantage of that.
Now, if you're impatient and you're waiting for this thing to dry, a hairdryer is absolutely fine.
Yes.
This is a heat tool, this one. Don't overcook it.
Is that a different one to the one you usually have?
Yeah. Yeah. Normally pinch one from Leonie, I think, to be honest with you. She's not here at the minute. So,
no.
So I've got the tray and texture brush that comes in the one day.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what I want to do here is I want to mix together. So a tiny bit of water.
Why is this different to a normal brush?
It's designed for stippling.
Okay. And
we'll see that in action, but because it's natural hair, it's 100% natural hair,
yeah,
it's going to work really well for painting because it holds a lot of water.
Yeah.
So we can paint with it, we can stipple with it, okay? Now, that's just a violet by itself. Yeah. Now, one of the most common colours is grey. We spoke about this before because grey is the colour of shadows, but there's no grey there.
No.
Dead easy. Violet with brown. And you'll see you start to get a grey appear.
Oh, yeah?
That's a little bit too much brown, so I want to come back to the violet. There you go. So you can quite easily get a dark colour, which will give you shadows perfect, yeah?
All those shades of grey you could make.
50 at least.
Apparently.
Now, very diluted yellow, absolutely stacks of water for that one. Less is more for that, and we'll see why in a second. Now, because I'm going for a bit of a wintry theme here, folks, what I want to do is I want to bring in some of this schminky aqua shine. Again, it's part of that second bundle here, okay? Gentle shake, we can see it's got that nice sparkly surface to it there. Very, very high quality stuff, okay? And literally, I'm just going to take a blob of this and pop it in the violet. Okay. And take a blob and pop it just to the side of those colours. Now, we can leave that there for the second. It'll do its thing. When it's dry, you'll see those colours, how that is throughout the sky, like it's got like a frosty atmosphere to the picture, which is what you want. Makes your water sparkle as well down here.
Yeah, it does.
Shimmery water. Okay, so I'm going to wet the paper using the small tray and texture brush. Again, it's included. See that nice angled tip it's got? Yeah. That's perfect for stippling. Oh yeah. We've thought about this. Now, this is the new improved version of this brush because this brush first came out probably about 2000-ish, and we've improved it over the years, and this is the latest version. There's more hair for your money, basically. Yeah. It's got a greater edge to it as well. So it's great that we're just using the same brush. Yeah. We don't have to use another brush. It's just one brush, and you're getting that in the one day special. So again, that's why it's a great starter kit for somebody, because using that one brush with the paints that you're getting, with that lovely cotton paper as well, which is really important, you can start to build and create the designs, the paintings that Matthew has put for you in the DVD. A quarter of the stock has gone of the one day special. Plenty of you getting into that snowy winter mood, and plenty of you taking advantage of that great price. You also get that DVD as well, over 3 hours of tutorials on that. Wow. That's the yellow. Now, a nice bit of warmth in the base of the sky always works, whether it's pink or yellow, but that's the light yellow, folks. And I'm just, just gliding it on. Clean the brush before you pick your second colour up. Bit of kitchen paper makes your paint better. Yep. Psychological thing. It's also good for tapping off the excess water if you need to. Let's go for the violet. Beautiful colour, one of my favourites. Now, you can go to an art shop and buy a tube of a violet, but it won't be this violet. This is very much unique. It's designed for snow scenes, bluebells, nighttime skies. Perfect for that. Right across the top, straight over the masking fluid. Now, when this thing starts to dry, we will start to see some of the
I can see it already.
sparkle.
Actually.
Yeah, I can see a bit of a schminky sparkle. I can't say it.
Schminky
Schmarkle. Schminky schmarkle. That works.
Miss Schminky sounds like a good detective.
Yeah. Now, this is the darker colour, which is going to go over the top of where the trees are.
Is that the brown and the violets?
Yeah.
Yeah, to make the grey.
Lovely colour. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a warm grey, isn't it? You know, it really works nice, that one. And then, once that's all blended nicely in, I'm going to use this brush as is, no water or anything.
Okay.
Take the brown. Look how dry that paint is.
Yes.
A little bit of the violet. Take a bit more violet.
To stipple, do you need it drier? Yeah.
I'd say thicker.
Yeah.
Pinch a bit of that and pop it there as well. I want to do a bit of stippling.
Okay.
Mix it and stipple it.
The great thing is with this brush as well, you're not damaging it. It's been designed to do the stippling. You're not using another brush that you're trying to stipple with that you may damage.
Absolutely. And once you've got this routine of mixing and stippling, you've cracked it.
Yeah.
The wonders of modern technology is we can see this in slow motion, can't we? So we can see it really mixing into the brush.
Yeah.
Look at that, beautiful. And we can bring it up. You really want to get that brush nicely splayed. And give it a good old...
Brilliant.
You don't get that on any other channel, do you?
No, you don't.
Now what we're going to do...
home of the slow motion.
We're going to do it in slow motion.
Yeah.
Can we talk slow motion as well?
We can try.
We're going to stipple here, look folks, now I'm being very gentle with these taps. Very light on the top, and can you see with each gentle tap it's giving individual wintry foliage, the last of the autumn leaves.
Yeah, oh, it's sad when they go.
Now,
but, you know, they're coming back.
that's a good thing about them, isn't it? They always come back again.
That they always come back.
Now,
And the trees always wait for them to come back.
Because we're using an amazing quality paper here that's made from 100% cotton, we can see how it's still wet, it's still damp, and that's what, 7-8 minutes, something like that. So it really is giving you that nice effect of soft bleeding edges, which looks more misty, yeah?
Even there, I'm there. I'm out walking the dog. It's early in the morning. It could be late at night, but I can see those trees just by stippling that on. Now, is that you, Matthew, that's getting that effect? Can we all do that at home?
Yeah, you know, painting, it's just like following a recipe book.
Yeah.
And it's just doing this on your picture. I teach workshops all over the country,
yes, you do.
as you know, and holidays and things. And we get groups of, you know, 30 up to 60 people sometimes, and they all go away with a picture they're happy with, you know, and it's a lovely thing to do. In fact, I should quickly mention, because I need to mention this if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
If anybody wants to come to a workshop on Thursday this week, and I just want to get into painting at Newark, at the SAA headquarters, we're painting this little girl, so check out the SAA website for details on that, folks. And that's going to be yourself? That's on Thursday, me teaching this. Come along, it's a 10 till 4 workshop, and go on saa.co.uk for information.
Fantastic, because you're self-taught, aren't you, Matthew?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. And what I've done here is I've put some more violet with the colour to make it darker, and I'm making it nice and dark at the base of these trees, and you can see how it's giving a bit of shadow. Then what I want to do is I want to grab one of these 5 plastic palette knives.
Yes.
Again, in the second bundle, cracking bundle, folks. All different sizes here. This one here, this kind of triangular one, is the perfect thing for this. And what I want to do is just take this flexible knife, and we'll scrape off. Can we see it's taking a bit of, imagine branches in the tree.
Wow. Now a quarter of the stock has gone of this particular bundle. Look at that.
Lovely effect, yeah?
It really is, because it leaves, if you excuse the pun, I really didn't mean to say that, it does leave the right colour for the trunks.
It's just
That's
like
just incredible.
Off colour. Then we'll take away the masking tape, and then we'll give that a few seconds to dry, if that's okay.
Oh.
But we can see the start of the snow, can't we, there, look?
Oh, do you know something? I just want to be there. I do. I just want to get into that fresh snow. And how simple was that to do? Snow.
3 colours, 1 brush. You've got 3 hours of tuition, folks, on that one-day special. It's the biggest DVD we've done, without question.
It really is amazing. Let's take a look at the website. This is where you can go to see all the different items in the show. If you want to stock up, if you want to go for the one-day special, if you want to perhaps if perhaps you want to add any elements, then you've got the chance to do that. You have. Now, we are busy on various bundles we've got, but we'll keep you informed as we go along. But that particular bundle with the schminky, I always have to say that like I'm sneezing, give it a go at home, schminky, £22.42. Of course, you've got the discount if you are a Freedom member. We are very, very busy for that. It's only £19.06. Treat yourself, treat yourself. Right, anyone that buys anything throughout the show as part of our Get Arty event is in for a chance to win this fabulous set of DVDs. It's a TV programme that Matthew presented, and there's over 30 hours of that on these 3 DVDs. So there's some nice projects, nice lessons, nice conversations as well. And that is up for grabs. If you buy anything in the show, we'll put all the names into a hat and we'll be announcing that at the top of the hour. Star of the show, other than Matthew, of course, is the one-day special that he's bought. It's fabulous. We're getting to that time of year when we're thinking about the winter ahead. Well, why not cheer yourself up by painting it, by painting those gorgeous, wonderful scenes and doing it in a way that Matthew has done himself. So this gives you the inspiration. It also gives you the confidence because you know you're doing it the right way from the start. Rather, it's all about experimenting, but it's always nice to do it the right way from the beginning, so then you can add your own elements as you develop and go on. Here is the DVD, or part of it, and here's Matthew just showing how he's put the scene together. This is the winter landscape that he's put together just there. As you can see there, just explaining the different elements and bringing it together, which of course is important when you are bringing the different elements of a picture together with your painting. So that's part of it. You will hear Matthew talking to you as well on there. So you've got the 2 DVD sets. This is the first time we brought you a double DVD set for you. Now, along with that, you've got the cotton watercolor paper. Really important that because it's top quality. We'll talk about that actually when we head back to Matthew. You've also got these fabulous frames that go along. You can see they've got beveled edges as well, so that gives you a chance to place those onto your paintings. Is excellent quality, and it means it's a gift then. You might want to put that straight onto a wall, into an outer frame, or you might want to put it into a greeting card because you've got the kit here to do so, and then somebody will put it on the wall afterwards. Now, in order to create these great paintings, you need a brush and you need paint. Guess what? We've got them for you included in this deal. You've got the 3 colours that are necessary for these paintings. You've got the yellow, you've got the brown, and then you've got the lovely violet as well. So you can mix up your greys. You've got those lovely sky colours in there as well. You've also got the brush. It's a bristle brush, which gives you the chance to add that texture of the leaves so very, very easily. And in fact, Matthew used that one brush to create the painting so far. And that's all you're going to need as well. So take this home, get it out of the box, start enjoying it, start painting and start developing your skills with what you've got right here. 380489 is your item number, £37.60, saving £10. But as a Freedom member, of course, my word, as a Freedom member, you're saving on there, and it is part of our Get Arty event. You're saving £15.64. It's £31.96, and that is a delivered price to your door. Right, oh, I've got so many samples around here that I want to show you. Where should we start? Can I just get, yes, please, thank you. Oh, these are amazing. I have to be careful how I pick these up. So I'm going to pick them up one by one. Let's start with this one. I hope you can see this just here. And with the elements of the snow, that scene is so interesting. And the white that you see on there is the paper. And that's how you work with watercolours. It really is amazing, using the masking fluid. And again, we were using that technique in the previous demonstration. That's that one. Let's lift up another one here. Oh, love this one. Now, isn't that very, very British? Love the red in that, really like the red in that. So you've got that lovely snow and the greys in there. Yes, it's a winter's day. You've got the birds flying up. You've got the snow there on the branches, but you've got that red there to add the interest in that telephone box. Amazing. I wonder if it still works. Because some of the telephone boxes have been changed into little libraries now, haven't they? Right, those are those 2 there. Let me pick up another couple of samples. Let me pick up these 3 together. Here we go. It's lovely. It's almost like a Cotswold, or maybe in Derbyshire. Might look like somewhere you live. But I love the use of the light there in the window. Nice and warm. Again, could be early morning, postman about to come round and deliver, or it could be early evening. Maybe you're relaxing. Love these scenes. Isn't that beautiful? Nice red squirrel as well. And that lovely background using the effect on there of the granulation spray. There you go, which gives those perfect snowdrops, and even the little white there in his eye. He's eyeing up his nuts, I tell you. He wants to get them put away for the winter, or he's discovering where he's put them. Always love this image. Isn't that beautiful? What a great use of light, what a great use of colour, what a great use of the brush strokes as well. All of this you'll be able to learn, all of this you'll be able to develop when you head for that one-day special. A third of the stock has gone. I've got one more picture to show you. I've got so many, but I just want to show you this one, because this caught my eye just because of the time of year it is. And it's using similar colours to your winter scenes. Look at that. It's the same colours, yeah, in the one-day special. I love that. And with Halloween coming up, this is something that you too can paint. But look at the use again of the colours in there, of the techniques. Wow, I like that. Spooky, very good. Right, but it is all about snow scenes, isn't it, your one-day special? If you do want to get it into your basket, it is very busy. We're having a blizzard of calls on the phones. There you go. 380 489 £31.96. The Freedom member. Right, something else that we're very, very busy for, and we knew we would be, is this particular kit here with the natural sponges in there. You've got your blue mask liquid, you've got your schminky, you've got your palette tools, which are plastic, which are perfect for watercolours, and you also have your pen that allows you to capture that blue masking liquid and place it onto your pictures, almost draw it on, which is fabulous. If you do want to get hold of that, we're busy. It's only £19.06 if you are a Freedom member, and if you do buy that, then you'll be in the draw to win that great prize from Matthew. Right, back with Matthew. Can we mention your book and DVD?
Yes, please. Yes.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
This is fabulous. So,
it is.
if I let you hold that, so we've got the book. Tell us about this.
So this is my first book, and I'm really chuffed because it's been. This is in the top 100 art and craft books of all time, sales-wise. It's done so well. It really is. I'm really pleased. It sells worldwide. It's been translated into about a dozen languages.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's funny to see them when they turn up.
Well, congratulations, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you. So it's a book that takes you through, never done it before. The first half that you can see now is kind of all the little essentials that you need. This is your companion that you keep by your side when you're painting. Perspective, how to get recession, how to use shadows, colour mixing, it's all there for you. But then when you get to the second half, you'll see that the book kind of changes. It goes like into you'll see a white page in a few seconds, and they're the sketches for the 6 main projects. Oh. Sorry, 12. There's 12 yes. projects. These fold out, and it's a standard size watercolour piece of paper, and every project is photographed every step of the way. So it is a recipe book for watercolours. And for $15.29, it's not just a book, it's also the accompanying DVD as well. So you've got 6 beginners pictures, never done it before, and 6 pictures that are a little bit more. In fact, actually, the one behind you, actually, Janice, is also in the book, the one with the church on.
Oh, gorgeous.
Which we can sort
let me
of
just
see
move
over
out
there.
the way to show you this.
This is one of the pictures that's in the book. There. So that's one of the step-by-steps.
Get the book, step by step. This is something that you can. Now, if I just, do you want me to turn that for you? There you go, you can see that. That's amazing.
And of course, it also comes with a DVD, which is on for 100 minutes. 4 lessons on the DVD. One of the lessons is filmed live lakeside in Keswick in Cumbria on a gorgeous summer's evening, so that was a lovely thing to do.
Aww.
So that was a nice
Let me pop that back DVD. There. If you do want to get hold of the book and the DVD, my word, can you believe that price? £15.29 for both. That's not a choice, you get both. As a Freedom member, you're saving £13.30. My thumb looks really weird there, because you can't see my hand. It's just a random thumb, but my hand is there.
Can't you do that sort of thing into where you do it in the background?
It's funny, isn't it?
Can't do it, by the way.
Actually, that looks a bit strange. I'm going to take that away. There you go. So you get both. You get the DVD and the book. It's a great price. Treat yourself or somebody you know. 642970. Some great recipes, as Matthew put it in there.
A recipe book.
For your watercolour. Right. Back to the one-day special. Bring the details up on the screen for you.
Schminky.
Schminky.
We can see Schminky. We have. Let's do this. Let's give it a bit of a. Are we seeing a bit any?
Yeah, we certainly are.
Are we seeing any Schminky sparkle?
Yep. There you
Nice
go.
and steady.
And that is the Schminky that's been added to the paint.
Beautiful. Let's put a wash over this foreground. Make the snow come out towards us now. We all know that snow is white, at least at the beginning, until the dog walks through. Then it goes into natural yellow light after that. But what we can do is we put the shadows in, and it's the shadows that make these things work. So natural violet, part of the one-day special, the perfect colour for snow. Now, we're liking Schminky Aquashine, aren't we? So we're going to pop a blob of that in there as well. I'm going to pop some of that in there as well. Gorgeous stuff.
It's going to last a long time, isn't it? 'Cause you only
I've
put
got a
tiny
bottle
bit.
here that I've had about 4 years. There you go.
No, really?
And it's...
And you do a lot of snow painting.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's probably got about that much.
Yeah.
It's been around several workshops and been distributed, but it's still going strong.
Yeah, it's in there.
It's still in decent nick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still in decent nick, and it's in there. I'm not going to tip it up too much because it'll all pour out. Then you won't have as much as you thought you had.
I reckon that's maybe 3 or 4 years old. That must be.
Really?
It's got to be.
Well, there you go. So it's worth it.
Now, dry paper this time. We're going to put a wash of this colour right across the front. A little bit higher. Clean brush. Bit of tissue, just give it a couple of taps. It's the same brush from the one day special. And then we're just going to water this back. I'm going to keep cleaning my brush, keep giving it a couple of taps until it completely fades from the strong violet to the white paper. Does that make sense what I'm doing there?
That's so effective.
Let's just put a little bit more colour just in that corner. Make it thicker in that corner because it really stands up, don't it then?
Yeah.
You've created a hillside in a few strokes.
And snow, yes, snow is white when it falls, hopefully most of the time, unless the dog's been on there. But to add colour now, to make white snow, you wouldn't normally think of that, but how effective is that?
You can make these things work, you can, yeah.
Really brings it to life.
The small tree brush was perfect for doing these nice little distant trees, those individual leaves of a tree. But if you want something with more space between the leaves, that's where the natural sponges come into play. Again, in the second kit. The one I'm calling the special effects kit, yeah? So I want to clean this in the water. This is a new sponge, just give it a bit of a rinse. And this is the colour what I used here for doing the trees.
Yeah.
So I want to mix it into the sponge. This will clean off perfectly. You can see what it's doing, can't you?
Yeah.
I want to take a bit of colour, a bit more brown, so I want to make it a bit richer. Gorgeous colour of the brown. And then very gentle taps. And look how that's giving me individual leaves that are close to me compared to the ones that are in the distance. Just a gentle tap. Beautiful effect. Now what's interesting about natural sponges, and I've got to say that I've got a natural sponge somewhere in here that I have had for about, I'll dig it out, probably about 15 years, and it still works to stay. It's buried down there somewhere.
Really?
Look after it.
Yes.
Feed it. Look after it, clean it, wash it, and it'll last you forever. It really will. Okay. Now, over the top of that, of course, we do have masking fluid, which will come off very shortly. So I'm just going to clean that out. If you clean it and it'll dry, it'll work. So robust, really are. So robust. Very, very, very quick blast with a dryer. So a nice quick blast with a dryer.
It's so effective, isn't it, what you've done? And to think that you can do this at home and get the same results, you really, really can. Because you're getting the brush, you're getting the paints, you're getting the paper, everything that we're using here, apart from the masking fluid, unless you're going for the kit that's in, We're calling it the special effects kit. It's at the bottom of the screen, but everything else is in your one-day special. So you will be able to do this when you get it home. So whether you're a beginner, whether you're an intermediate, whether you've been painting for a long time, but perhaps you've not really captured snow as you'd like to capture it. Maybe this is a new genre of painting that you want to get into, then this is going to be the perfect way to do that, which is incredible. I've got some samples here of your work, if we can just have a quick look at these. Just a very quick look. I'll just place that up there. That's not the snowstorm, by the way. But these are the smaller ones that I wanted to show because, you know, making greeting cards then becomes a great present for somebody. But also, I'm just thinking, because it's small, like the one you're doing now, for a beginner, is that easy, Matthew?
Yeah, it's definitely more manageable. It is. You can see here we've used the masking fluid on the gate there, and I've mixed the brown and the violet together to get the grey, basically. That's a different one. That's just using grey all the way through. So if you mix brown and the violet together, that'll give you grey. Yeah,
that's lovely. And again, just using those touches.
It's got some aqua shine in there as well. You can see the sparkle there, mixed with yellows and oranges to get that effect. This is a penny wrapped in tissue. And you stamp it at the point of the sky, just about to dry.
That is amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. All of this inspiration for you for that one-day special when you get it home. Look at the detail in that. Do check out your baskets, because if you want to be in chance of winning that prize, we're going to be announcing the winner in the next couple of minutes, so do check out your baskets. That's your one-day special. If you've not already got it, pop it in your basket, check it on out. It's a Freedom member. It's a great price. Right, so that paint's dry now, hopefully.
It is, and I'll just quickly mention the Halloween picture that you showed.
Yes.
If anybody wants to see how to do this, there is a video on my website, watercolor.tv, of how to do this.
Really?
It's using the same colours from the one-day special.
What a dramatic sky.
We might paint some spooky stuff tomorrow, so if you watch tomorrow and you bought the one-day special, you can follow that along as well.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Okay, right, back to the snowy
Good time
scene.
of year.
Yeah.
Okay, now, obviously, a tree brush is great for the washes, for the sky, it's good for the stippling, but if you want something with straighter edges, we need some brushes with straighter edges.
Yes.
And we've actually got a set of 3 Matthew Palmer lift out brushes here with, it also comes with a couple of DVDs, I believe, as well. So we've got the small, the large and the extra large. Now, these are designed for taking paint off but also putting paint on.
Okay.
So using the large one, which is the middle size here, I want to mix a nice thick colour. So we've got brown.
Those are the brushes there with the DVD, if you want to go for that, saving £14.44. It's a great time to buy it with that saving as a Freedom member, £21.93. It's all part of our Get Arty event. That's why it's a Freedom price. Might not have that as a Freedom price again. So take advantage of it if you want. 872-735.
So I've mixed some violet with a bit of the brown again. And like I say, I've got that gorgeous, thick, rich colour on the lift out brush. And where the masking fluid is, I want to paint in the remainder of the gate. So I'm putting the dark underneath that gate there. Now I want to kind of connect these things up at the ends there, and I'm also going to pop in a few little markers which are gradually going to sort of go down the hillside. Imagine that's the sort of rustic fence post, as it were. We can take these down and let them...
Oh, that's nice. So we're dividing that hill up now. I like that.
Creating a nice bit of foreground, aren't we?
Yeah.
I like to pop little things like that on every so often. You know, sometimes you get a little bit on the side of the post where it's it's ready to collapse, as it were. So you put a little bit of interest on it. Now, I want to use a lighter version of the colour. So I've lifted the colour out and I've diluted it elsewhere.
Yep. Now, we've had an email from Dave, and Dave was at your workshop. Was it this week in Mansfield?
Okay.
And he wants to know where your light is coming from.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a standing joke.
Yeah.
Can you explain?
I can.
Go on. He had a brilliant day, and he says it's so worth going to a workshop with Matthew. So inspirational. What's this about the light then?
So all the workshops on the website, folks, Watercolor TV. So I go to art groups and do a lot of demonstrations. There's a painting from start to finish, as a lecture, let's say, you know, and it's good fun as always. The most common thing people ask me is, where's your light coming from? It's just the most common question, you know. So my autobiography is going to be, where's your light coming from?
Yes.
Or the second most common question, did you wet it first? There you go. So now you know.
I like that. Very good. Can't wait to launch them here on Hochanda.
Now, I'm just going to use a very diluted violet. Very diluted violet here, natural violet, of course. And where's your light coming from? This way.
Right.
It's coming from you. It's coming from you.
Okay.
So we're going to pop in some shadows from these posts. I know we're racing through this thing, aren't we now?
Now, we've got just a couple of minutes left on the show. Have we got a winner for the prize? Because I don't want to forget that. Angela Duke, well done, congratulations. You have won that whole entire TV series that Matthew presented a few years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, let me just get that. You've got 1, 2, 3 DVDs over 30 hours of Matthew and friends. I love that. Excellent. Well done, congratulations. There'll be another prize in the show at 8 o'clock. So, I'll pop that back there. Don't forget also, if you've not got it already, the watercolour book and DVD. This is absolutely incredible. And some lovely techniques in there as well from Matthew. Right.
Just a quick 15-second thing. Use your finger to take the fluid off, so it's nice and white.
Oh,
okay.
Look at that.
And then, because it's the greetings card kit from the One Day Special, folks, it comes with these beautiful mounts which make a huge difference.
Oh,
and look at the schminky, look at the sparkle, folks. Can we see the sparkle? Are we seeing some sparkle
Yeah,
here?
we are. That is beautiful. That is lovely. And what a great project that we've put together in between chatting, of course, and going down the counter. In an hour. That's something that you can create as well. Matthew, thank you. We'll see you at 8 o'clock for your next live hour. Remember, we are 24/7 now on Freeview, so stay where you are because we've got more